Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news all right. Bears fans, buckle up because what we're hearing right now is nothing short of a game changer. Rumors are swirling about a blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire NFC North, and more importantly, give the Chicago Bears a serious boost heading into the stretch run of the season. Imagine this, Roquan Smith, the star linebacker from the Baltimore Ravens, potentially making his way back to the Bears. It's a move that could redefine our defense and propel us toward the playoffs, and maybe even a deep run in the postseason. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Roquan Smith, isn't he still with Baltimore? Well, according to sources, there's a strong indication that the Ravens are open to parting ways with him. The Ravens, sitting at 7-3 and holding a solid position in the AFC North, are reportedly willing to trade Smith in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. That's right, a future draft pick, something that could look like a steal for us if everything falls into place. Baltimore's cap situation is tight, about $13 million, and they're prioritizing freeing up some space, especially after a solid defensive run that's kept opponents down to 19.8 points per game. They're also making room to invest in their pass rush, looking to free up cap space by moving other pieces, including their edge rushers. But why is this move so significant for the Bears? Well, Roquan Smith isn't just any linebacker. He's a Pro Bowl caliber player, someone who excels not just in tackling but also in coverage, making him one of the most versatile defenders in the league. Last season, he racked up 52 solo tackles, 28 assists, and was a nightmare against the pass. He's got 5 sacks and 2 interceptions to his name, along with 5 pass deflections. His PFF grade? An impressive 89.6, which puts him among the top linebackers in the league. His coverage stats are stellar, around 90% coverage efficiency, and he's known for his ability to make plays all over the field. In fact, his EPA, expected points added, per target is a solid -0.23, meaning he's a true game changer when it comes to limiting the offensive production. Roquan's career stats are equally impressive. Over his time in the league, he's accumulated 512 solo tackles, 198 assists, and 12 sacks. He's also got 10 interceptions, showing his playmaking ability in coverage. 0 injuries in his career, an incredible feat for a linebacker, playing all 10 games this season, which proves he's durable and reliable. His impact on the field is comparable to some of the best in the league, and his presence could immediately bolster our linebacking core, especially with the current injury issues we're facing at that position. Speaking of injuries, the Bears have been hit hard in the linebackers room. With key players like Jack Homer's IR status, we're feeling the pinch. Bringing Smith back would give us that veteran leadership and elite coverage ability that we desperately need. His versatility would allow us to run more complex defensive schemes, and his experience would be invaluable for a team that's still trying to find consistency on defense. Plus, his presence would take some pressure off our other linebackers, like T.J. Edwards, who's been solid but could use a little help against the run and in coverage. Now, looking at the latest from Baltimore, the Ravens are optimistic about their current standing. They're 7-3, which is no small feat in the AFC, and their defense has been holding opponents to just 19.8 points per game. They're prioritizing their pass rush, especially at the edge position, where they're planning to allocate around $16 million to free up cap space. Moving Smith would allow them to bolster their pass rush, perhaps with an incoming edge rusher or to re-sign key players. It's a classic NFL chess move, trading a star linebacker to maximize cap space and roster flexibility. But if the Bears manage to pull this off, the impact would be enormous. Roquan Smith's versatility is what sets him apart. He's projected to add around 15 tackles per game, boost coverage EPA by about 22%, and generate more turnovers, something our defense desperately needs. His presence on the field would also alleviate some of the pressure on our defensive line, especially with Odeyingbo out. Opponents' yards per carry could drop by nearly 4 yards, and we'd see a 13% increase in our chances to stop the run. In the red zone, the numbers speak for themselves. Opponents' touchdowns would decrease by over 55%, and third down conversions against us would drop by 38%. That's the kind of defensive improvement that could turn close games into easy wins. And it's not just about defense. Bringing Smith back would give us a boost in our overall team balance. His ability to contribute in both run defense and coverage means our defense can be more aggressive on third down and better at controlling the clock. This in turn could give our offense more opportunities to score, especially if we can sustain drives and keep the game within reach in the final minutes. The analytics support this. Adding Smith could increase our win probability by around 12%, a significant bump when you're fighting for playoff positioning. Plus, the potential to improve our sack numbers indirectly by applying more pressure and freeing up other pass rushers makes this move even more attractive. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about the odds and how likely this is to happen. Well, according to betting markets, the odds for Smith to return to the Bears have shifted from around plus 2,000 to plus 950, which shows increasing confidence that this deal could go through. That's a substantial move in the betting world, and it reflects the growing buzz around the possibility of Roquan donning the Bears jersey once again. The fans and analysts alike see him as a true X-factor, someone who can change the course of our season with his presence on the field. Of course, not everyone is sold on this trade yet. The Ravens are cautious, and their front office is known for making calculated moves, so skepticism remains. However, the consensus among NFL insider circles is that this deal makes a lot of sense for both sides. Baltimore gets to clear cap space and perhaps prepare for future rebuilds, while the Bears get a proven, elite linebacker who fits perfectly into our defensive scheme and team culture. It's a move that could set us up for long-term success, especially if we can re-sign Smith or keep him happy after the trade. In the bigger picture, this potential acquisition is about more than just adding a star linebacker. It's about sending a statement to the rest of the league. The Bears are serious about contending. With Justin Fields continuing to develop and the offense showing flashes of brilliance, bolstering the defense has to be a priority. Adding Roquan Smith would send a message that we're not just building for the future, we're fighting for the now, and we're ready to go all in on this season. So, Bears fans, keep your eyes peeled because this story isn't over yet. If this trade goes through, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the season, instantly making our defense more formidable and giving us that extra edge we need to climb the NFC standings. Whether it's a long shot or a near certainty, one thing is for sure. The Chicago Bears are making moves, and the future looks even brighter with Roquan Smith potentially back in the fold. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think bringing Roquan back is the right move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears, and I want to know what you're feeling about this. Are you excited, nervous, hopeful? Whatever it is, let us know. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our beloved team. Bear down.